Hello everyone, back tuning into the third Halloween and Bonfire Night 2018 update. So Halloween is on Wednesday. It must be the last time we cover Halloween within this set of updates. Probably do one more for Bonfire Night, which will be coming up a week today, actually, because there's the coming weekend where I think people will be having bonfire and firework parties too. So we'll cover Wednesday, then we'll cover the weather over the coming weekend, and Bonfire Night itself, which I say is 1 week today. Probably be another fourth update just for Bonfire Night around Thursday or Friday. So just say that today's first video is on the homepage, and that one is having a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days. It covers Bonfire Night, Halloween, of course, as well. There's a lot of other information in that video as well, though. Some quite interesting developments could be about to take place in terms of the zonal winds and stratospheric developments, all of that kind of thing. So have a look at that video. It's quite interesting, and it's on the homepage. So we'll get on with your third Bonfire Night and Halloween update right now. We're going to begin by having a look at weather for Halloween. So that's just a couple of days away. Wednesday, 31st of October. This is the current pattern from the GFS one, very latest run of the GFS, a midday run. We've got low pressure developing to the south of the country, across northern parts of France, but actually most places look like we're going to have a reasonably dry day on Wednesday, although this low pressure out to the northwest of the country could bring in a few showers. Upper air temperatures are rather cool for the north, not too bad, not too far from average down in the south. So this is a precipitation forecast for 6 o'clock in the evening, where trick-or-treaters will be out and about, and we find we've got showers across western parts of the country, just a more general area of rain starting to push in towards the southeast. That actually gets more widespread and heavier across East Anglia and southeastern England through the course of Wednesday evening. This is 9 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday. Quite wet down in the southeast. Showers scattered around the north and west facing coast, but actually many places dry. Many places having a dry evening, not too bad at all. For those trick-and-treaters, and the temperatures are rather chilly though, really, at 6 in the evening, down into single digits. Bit of a frost already getting going at 6 in the evening across Scotland. Otherwise, sort of 7s, 8s, 9s for England and Wales, around 4 to 6 the Northern Ireland. You'll need your coat on if you're going out and about on Wednesday evening. But really not too bad, certainly not too much in the way of rain, except in the southeast. Then we go through to Thursday and Friday. So we find that low pressure pushing a bit further northwards overnight, Wednesday to Thursday, take some rain with it. And then we get through to Friday. We actually have a little bump of high pressure reaching up from the southwest. It's only ahead of this next area of low pressure that is developing and deepening in the Atlantic Ocean, however. So they could be, Thursday probably has a few showery bursts, but Friday probably not too bad until late on, when it might start to turn wet and windy in the northwest. And then that takes us through to Saturday. So this is all covering the Bonfire Night weekend and Bonfire Night itself, of course. This is Saturday the 3rd of November, when we've got a deep area of low pressure really winding itself up in the Atlantic to west of Scotland. That might be our next named storm, and that's going to be pushing in wet and windy weather into the northwest through the course of sort of Friday and Saturday. But timings on these areas of low pressure that we've got coming up over the next over weekend into next week are subject to change. So all of this is subject to change in terms of the timings of these areas of low pressure and weather fronts, but the broad pattern will be unsettled, I think. So this is the upper air temperature for Saturday afternoon. Actually, it's looking relatively mild with this area of low pressure out to the west of Scotland. There is some warm air being pushed in with it, or some mild air being pushed in with it. A band of wet weather in the north and the west, and that gradually starts to spread southwards and eastwards, along with strong winds through the course of Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. So this is 9 o'clock in the evening on Saturday, when we've got a band of wet weather through northern England, Wales, southwest, and probably getting in towards the Midlands by that point. But bear in mind, the timing on that is subject to change. So it might come through quicker than that through the course of Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. It might be delayed and not pushed through until Saturday night, such as this GFS run wants to do. But overall, wet and windy weather spreading in from the Atlantic from Friday through to Saturday. Timings to be revealed. So that's how the temperatures are looking on Saturday at 6 o'clock in the evening. and not too far from average really. So southern and southwestern parts of the country getting the mildest temperatures, 12 to 14 degrees down in southwest, Midlands 9 to 10, perhaps a little bit cooler than average, and quite chilly actually up across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Behind that band of wet weather, it does turn a bit cooler. So expect wind and rain really on Saturday at some point if you've got your bonfire and fireworks parties scheduled in for them. Then we go through to Sunday, which is Sunday the 4th of November. That first low pressure has moved away to north of Scotland, but we've got this next area of low pressure deepening in the Atlantic, and that one is heading our way as well. Upper air temperatures are cooler on Sunday, so as we get that low pressure out to the north of Scotland, starts to turn quite a lot cooler. A lot of dry weather on this GFS run through the course of Sunday morning, but then we've got this heavy rain spreading in to the west through the course of Sunday afternoon. So these wet western areas are turning wet and windy. Central and eastern parts of the country will hang on to dry weather. Again, bear in mind, but timing on that low pressure is subject to change, so that could come through quicker than this GFS run is showing. If it does, it will give a wet and windy day to the whole of the country. But if it's delayed, then we won't push this rain through until late on Sunday. So again, got to watch out for timings on these bands of wet and windy weather. These are the temperatures at 6 o'clock in the evening on Sunday if you're planning your fireworks. Then you'll need to wrap up. It's going to be quite a chilly evening with temperatures widely into single digits, except in the far south and southeast. A cooler day across the country on Sunday, with wet and windy weather working in from the west. And then finally, that takes us through to Bonfire Night itself. This is Monday, the 5th of November, with low pressure again in control of the weather just to the west of Scotland. So we're taking that band of wet weather across the country overnight, Sunday to Monday, and it'll be quite windy with that as well. And then we've got showers following on behind with these cool sort of west to northwesterly winds. Upper air temperatures do look rather cool. There's the wet weather from that we're having on in the west on Sunday. It's in the east on Monday. So Bonfire Night on Monday starts wet in the east, but that rain moves away, is replaced by sunshine showers. Actually, as that rain pushes away, turns mostly dry through many parts of the country, although there are heavy showers around these western and southwestern coasts as well. Quite chilly again on Monday evening. This is 6 o'clock in the evening. Again, we see temperatures widely into single digits. Could be some frost for parts of Scotland and northern England. Otherwise, it's a very chilly evening. So again, if you're having your bonfire and fireworks parties on Bonfire Night itself, you will need to wrap up because it does look quite cool. So overall, it's a very changeable period coming up. This late late October, early November period is going to be dominated by low pressure. The timings are subject to change, and the way this GFS run is bringing these bands of rain through it's not too bad. Halloween's not too bad, so we can get that one out of the way. Bonfire Night is very unsettled overall, but the way this particular GFS run is bringing these bands of rain through, they're mostly going through during the overnight periods, which won't impact things too much. But again, I've got to emphasise that the timings on these bands of wind and rain are subject to change. So don't rely on the fact that there's a fair amount of dry weather being forecast with this GFS run for the time frames that we're interested in, which is sort of early evening. So that's just something to bear in mind. But overall, it's a very unsettled period that we're going into. And if you've got fireworks or bonfire parties planned for Saturday, Sunday or Monday, I'll prepare for wind and rain. And if you don't get wet and windy weather, you'll be doing quite well. Right, probably do one more update for Bonfire Night towards the end of the week, either Thursday or Friday. That's it for Halloween. And that's all for now, and thanks for watching.